Christianity by C.S. Lewis for my book report. It was written as a BBC, written as a publication of BBC during World War II in the 1940s. However, all of this still applies to life today. In Mere Christianity, Lewis believes that there are a core of beliefs that go across all religions and all over the world. He also says that Christians should not discuss the details of each denomination in front of a non-believer. He says that that we should discuss about the core beliefs of the religion to a non-believer, and discuss the details of different denominations in private, and have that argument then, because if not, we will scare them off from the religion. Lewis also states that we have, in human nature, we have it a right and wrong sense built in, given by God. He states that without God, we will not have this moral code have it built into us. He also talks about pride being the great sin. He says it is the root of all sin, is the anti-God sin because it rivals him. He said God hates pride because not because it hurts his pride, but because it hurts the truth, which is that God is on top, not us. Pride makes us think that we come first and not God. He also asked the question: is Christianity easy or hard? The problem is that Christianity is a transformation of us. We must look at our faith and our church to help us in this transformation. When I was reading this book, it was very difficult to read because the way it was written in the time period it was written in as well. But with some help of my family and the internet, it made it easier to understand the context of it. The two things I wanted to take away from this book was the pride being the great sin, and pride being the anti-God. That pride would put me in front of God in my daily life, and I need to watch out for that. Make sure that everything is in the eyes of the Lord, and not as me. I also found interesting that we have this built-in moral code that God has given us. That we have a sense of decisions in our life that we know that is right or wrong. That without Him, it would just not be there at all. I think that the use of this in my everyday consciousness could help with pride as well, being the great sin.